A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. And in this channeling session, I would be talking about the divine masculine taking responsibilities towards the relationship he has with the divine feminine. This is the part one of this channeling session where I would be telling you the messages that have come from the futuristic version of the divine masculine. Now, this futuristic version is being told to all of those feminines who are in separation mode right now. If you're already in union, then obviously you will see more changes in him, in your divine masculine. If you're under the same roof or you're married but there is still some sort of bitterness, or if you're engaged with them, now for different people union is in a different form. Not everyone sees union equals to marriage, not everyone sees union equals to engagement, not everyone sees as union equals to living in together or something else. Like it's more about the commitment, it's more about the loyalty, it's more about the understanding you have with a person. Otherwise you could have signed legal papers or you could have put a ring on one another's fingers, but you may still not be happy with one another. And yes, there are many such twin flame couples who are married but they are still separated. So union is more about the innermost feeling, the deep feelings, the true feelings, the real feelings that you are not just feeling but you're also enacting them out. They're happening on their own. Now, in this channeling, what has come through is that the divine masculine is going through an energetic shift and he would be reflecting that energetic change as well once he has awakened and once he has fully healed. So those parts of him that were unhealed and wounded in the separation phase, those are the parts which are getting worked upon. So any of the divine feminines who are not happy about the separation phase, I would like to tell you that you should actually be very thankful for the separation phase. It's because of this separation phase that you and your divine masculine can get fully united. Now, so far, what has happened with the divine masculines is that they have not opened up with you all. I'm talking about your individual divine masculines. They haven't told you what their side of story is in this journey, what all they have been up to. They will be telling all of that to you. And that is the time when you would also be open up for listening into them. Open up. And you have to open up yourself right now, from this moment onwards, as you are listening to this channeling session. You have to become a person, a woman, a girl who understands that bad things can happen to anyone, or who understands that everyone has a journey. In fact, what I would like to say to you is that something I say in most of my channelings, that divine masculine is simply a mirror of the divine feminine. What you see in the future, or what you want to see in him in future, is what the divine masculine's reality is, or would be, is what she would be. So all of you who are on this inner journey, you are also opening up towards your wounds. Those who are doing genuine inner work, they have realized that something has got to do with them. When you go further in the inner work journey, you realize that 50% has to do with them. Then you get 70%, then you get 80%, then you get 90%, and then whoa, one fine day you realize 100% has got to do with me. And then if you're intelligent enough, you're not going to take it personally. You're not going to say, oh, it was me all the time, not him. So he was not wrong. He was not at fault. He was not the guy who hurt me. He was not the person who shouted at me, blocked me, cut me away, said all those mean things to me. No, he wasn't. It wasn't me. No, that's not how it works. What happens is when you are unhealed and there are many wounds, because you have gone through a lot. There are many traumas that you have faced right from childhood. And some of you started facing trauma ever since you were in the womb, which I have spoken in another channeling. The subliminals start working ever since you get into the womb. You listen to things because at that time your extrasensory perceptions are really open, sharp. You are capable of soaking in a lot, and scientifically proven right from the age you are conceived in the womb till the time you're 7 years old. Whatever you soak in from your environment, that will stay with you for adulthood, for the rest of your life. So those of you who are doing inner work are actually very scientific. You all are the nature scientist, as how I like to use the term. You're all the nature scientist. You're the scientist of the nature. And with this science that you have now with you in your reach, you are going to heal all the traumas, all the wounds, all the hurts, all the pains. So what will happen is that the areas that are being blocked towards the divine masculine, they will get unblocked. And he will then start showing you the side that you deserve to see, that you should see, that you're here to see. And those are all the things that he is here to do for you, by the way. I told you in one of the channeling that he's here for you, and he knows that, he realizes that he is here on planet Earth to support the divine feminine. He's actually taken birth, he's got reincarnated for the divine feminine, so that the divine feminine can fully do her mission work and do her inner work fully. So in the future, he will be more open about his emotions, about his hardships, because so far you know yours. And you also didn't tell him fully everything, by the way. You probably told him 25%, 30%, some percent of it. And you didn't tell him fully, so he wasn't aware. But now he's getting telepathically aware. What is happening right now in separation, in the inner work that's going on during the separation, he is getting this energy of you telepathically. In the 5-dimensional world, he is receiving the energy. He's trying to figure it out that you may have also gone through a lot, and you did go through a lot. He's trying to figure that out, that okay, so you behaved like this because of this. So maybe you were a little, cross or angry, or you were not able to trust him fully because your trust was broken many times. But now in future, he will tell you why he was not able to trust you fully. The things that you don't know, he will tell you that side of story. They will also let you know how much they missed you, how much they thought about you, how much they remembered you, and they will also tell you that they thought that you have completely forgotten about them. Well, this can only happen if the separation happens without any communication, without any contact. Because if you keep contacting them, if you keep messaging them, emailing them, then that phase will never come. This is the reason why I tell all my divine feminines who are working with me, who are getting coaching from me, who are getting healing and therapy sessions from me, I tell them, and we obviously have many practice sessions. We do a lot of work, so it becomes easier for them to heal this trauma. But then they also have to let go of the stalker energy, of the chaser energy, and they have to also do it energetically, not just in action, but also energetically. All right. So he will tell you how much he missed you, how much he loves you, how much he thought that you have completely forgotten him, that you don't remember anything. Now, you have to understand that communication has been one of the biggest challenge of your relationship with the divine masculine. You wanted to tell him something, but he would not get that. You wanted to tell him that, okay, this is what we should do. He would not get that. You wanted to ask him about his feelings, or you wanted him to commit more fully, go more deeply into this, or give you more time, or anything that you felt was lacking. But every time you try to talk to him, something bad would happen. You would get into a fight, or he would misunderstand you, and you would also feel misunderstood. And then there would be a lot of explanation going on to and fro of words and this and that, and then it would turn ugly. And then he would block you, or whatever, you would go away, or you would block him. Then there would be few days of silence, feeling bad, crying, or regretting, and then you would come back. So those were small separation phases. Even in those small separation phases, you did miss one another, and he did miss you. That's why when you came back, when every time you have a reunion, you guys always felt like, wow, we came back together. So this is the reason why the long separation is happening, so that all the bigger wounds also get healed. And when he comes back to you again healed, which is happening because you have healed. When you have healed, when you have gone back to yourself, he can come back to you, and then the communication will be more easy, more relaxing, it will be more open, it will be more like acceptance will be there, that okay, I did this, so I did that, so you did that. It would not be like blame game or pointing fingers. He will also be very understanding, he will be a good listener, you will be a good listener. All of this is actually going to happen, which you think it might not. Right now, you have to be positive, you have to be strong, and you have to know that you have to actually have faith, and you have to let it go. And I would tell you a tip today. The tip is that try to do it in small things first. Like how they say, make smaller goals. Do this. Try to use faith and try to let go in other things. Try to be more relaxed. Make some exercises for yourself which relax your mind. Go for walks, spend time alone, listen to the sound of silence. These are the things that will connect you to yourself. And once you are connected to yourself, it will be easier for the divine masculine to connect with you. The communication first will happen energetically, and then it will happen in 3D. Now, they would be asking to spend more time with you. They would be asking to meet you more often. But you cannot expect everything to happen in one day. Like they call you, they message you the same day. They say, I'm coming to meet you the same day. And then the same day they will say, okay, here's the ring, or here's the proposal. And the same day they will be like, let's get married, let's have a family, let's buy a house, let's move in together, etc., etc. No. It has to be a process like sowing seeds and growing a crop. So you first sow the seed in the soil, then you water it, you put manure to it, then you wait for a few days, you put more manure, little bit of manure, water, you keep it in the sunlight, and then you see the seed get sprouted, and then the plant comes out, and then it has flowers and fruits and so on and so forth. So this is a process. Communication is also a process like that, and this process will happen once they are healed and awakened, and when they come back to you. I will end this part here, and I will meet you again in part 2 now.